How is everything, Chuma?
Fine, thank you. So I got your message.
Yes. I've been following your page, and when I saw this video, the thing touched me because I was part of those that received the same treatment.
There is even another one. That one is the man is sick. He's not feeling okay. They say he should stop preaching and he should vacate his mansion, his building, and leave the
It's
church.
true.
That's
Very true. I'm even lucky. I was stranded. In fact, what the woman said is Somali. My own was 2019. It was terrible. I cannot describe the. In fact, when the lady started telling the story, I was relieving the pain. The pain was in my heart.
Oh, like a flashback for you.
Yeah.
Good morning, from.
It was terrible. I cannot describe the. In fact, we said let me go and do God work. 2019, and they sent us without no script, no thing. They said we should just go.
They don't give you money in winners too.
No, they did not give us. 2019 did not give us. There was a lot of saga on ground, which we never knew. The pastors, the big pastors, were holding the money down, and we, the young pastors that came in, were tricked that if we come and we go to the mission field, we'll be given accommodation and the place for church facility. But that was a big lie. In fact, I was sent to a place called Imo State. That place, I slept inside a hut, paying 500 naira just for me to find a way to lay my head.
With your own money?
It was with my money. My money. I left Port Harcourt.
Were you not working at that time?
I was working. My wife. I opened a business for my wife, a clothing business for my wife, and because of this passion to go and serve God, I discussed the issue with my wife. And
like you make us believe. We think we are serving God. Yes.
So they gave us a free assurance that they will take care of everything. You know, and because of that thing, my wife said I should go. That I should not worry. That since it's the first week of my going, I said no problem. You know, the first week of my going, I almost lost my life there because I was not given anything. I went on my own and I went to survey the place. They wrote on the letter and gave to me. When I reached there was no sign that I would ever survive here. But when I called back and I reported the issue to the head, they said we should report to. The funniest thing is that they told us that God will preserve us, God will protect us. That God who called us will protect us. And they said they will get things ready very soon. 1 month passed, 2 months passed. I was just going to the field, coming back. And one time my wife asked me, say, this thing that is happening.
What do you mean by going to the field?
I will leave Port Harcourt and I'll go to my place of assignment in Imo State.
Wow. Every week?
I'll stay from Monday to Sunday. On Sunday evening, I'll return back to my family. The whole thing was bothering my wife. And she called me and said, see, this thing that they are doing like this, it seems that they want to frustrate us. Let us forget about the whole thing. I told them that would be the final trip I'll make. I can't go again. We were cashless. The only thing that we were holding on to was the business we and be taking care of our family. It made me, I shut down. I did not go. Later they called me. And they were asking the question that when was the last time I was in the field? I told them everything. How much I spent from my pocket, nothing was given to me. They said, okay, that they have made provision for us, that we should go back, that this week they will push everything. And they told us the amount they pushed for us. Lo and behold, as we go to the office where we'll get the reimbursement and everything, it was as if these people were questioning us, whether we went and report them. The organs were questioning us. I told them, I don't know anything about what you're telling me. All I know is that they have called us and they said we should come back. Before you know, they begin to even investigate to find out whether one of us went and reported before they released money. Man, we suffered. Fast forward. That year, this girl was given, that woman was given release.
That's the woman that the video came out. The woman that the video came out.
Yes. That's the same year they gave out the release. Yes, I'm listening.
I said, you know the woman.
And when she mentioned 2019, I knew that she's part of my set.
Your set, okay.
Yes, she was part of my set. The first set that went and embarked on the 5,000 or 10,000 churches planting.
Oh.
It's my set. Yes, it's not that others are studying in Lagos. It's my set. And we were given this release of data. In fact, we are not taken care of. How
much was the salary? Were you supposed to be on permanent, on full time or part time?
I was supposed to be on full time.
How much was your salary?
My salary was 35.
35,000.
So when you were going to the field, have you started paying the salary or you did not start paying the salary?
Never.
So the salary was anything. I want to get this right. So the salary was supposed to be started immediately after you start the church, and you have started bringing money.
I brought it down.
They said they made provision already for our salary.
Okay.
According to the letter they gave to us. But when we got to the field, the salary was delayed.
Like the woman said.
Before they paid us.
Like that woman said too.
Yes, it was delayed for 1 month. Even at that 1 month, we were going back and forth to the office. When you go there, they will say, Pastor, what are you doing here? Go back to your place of assignment. Is there any problem? When we say salary, you say, please go. Or do you want them to come and query you? And I will tell them that I'm with a family. And if my family is hungry, I cannot sit down. I'm working. Before you know, they'll switch the phone off. They'll even block your line. At a point, they'll even report the case to your superior. Your superior will begin to cut you off from privileges. When you get to meeting, they will not listen to your
Who are
case.
your
When you
superiors?
complain about
Not name. I'm not asking for name. Who are the people that are supposed to be superior? The senior pastors.
we were the infant.
Some people say I should slow the speed. I've slowed the speed. I can't slow it, so I can't do it lower than this for a reason. Please. For a reason. I've slowed it a bit. It was fast initially, then I brought it down. So you should be hearing now. Okay? You should be hearing him very well now. He said they were being paid 35,000 naira. And when he was using his money to pay for accommodation where they asked him to go, you know. No, when I see people saying they choose to be lazy, no, I don't really think so. Honestly, some of these people are talked into. You will hear from I asked him at a point that, why did you choose to be a pastor? I asked him. You will hear.
We had area churches were overseeing us.
So the area pastors will start talking to you anyhow.
Yes. The area pastor was just bullying us. They were not giving us attention. The equipment and everything we were needed to use and go to church, they would tell us that there was nothing like that. That we should just go and prove our grace. The people there in the village can touch their hand.
They should go and prove their grace.
People in the village start giving when they are poverty everywhere. Until the day that particular area pastor was caught on fraud. As I speak to you now, the man is in a Delta State. He was caught on fraud. Every money they gave to him for the infant churches, he looted it to himself and used it to be buying cars, used it to open markets to himself. There were problems and the thing blew up in the state, in Imo State. And because the state pastor was his father, he made the case to die down and then transfer this man out of the state immediately so that the issue will not become serious.
Wow.
So everything that we're giving to these people, they refuse to give it to us, and the memo will be sent, they will hold the memo and they will keep it. They will decide what they will do. So if you, even though you're meeting the benchmark, if you're not meeting the benchmark, if you don't have long leg in winners, forget it.
Wow.
If you don't have long leg, forget it. Not suffering and smiling.
Did you hear? He said if you don't have long leg. In other words, there is politics, serious politics. You have to know somebody. Of course, we know by now. Serious politics inside the place. But my question is, why will anybody, if at this dispensation you decide to now, with all the awareness going on, with all the exposure, you go and sign, now you destroy your life by yourself. These ones have gotten out of it. They are yet to get their lives back. They are yet to get it back, still working on it. Maybe somebody like me would have been in their shoes too, if I didn't have the opportunity I had.
They're not wearing suits. There's a lot of pain in the heart of each pastor.
Even till now?
Unless the pastor is following them to do the same thing. The ones that want to remain serious and without wisdom, there is pain in the heart. Some of them will even say that after some time they will resign because there is no benefit in what they're doing. What they're just doing is just brainwashing the people they are pastoring, and they don't feel good about it.
No pension.
Now, my question is, were you working before you said you want to be pastor? Or you were not working?
I was a student. I was a student. I just finished my diploma in computer science. Yes. So I opened a business, close business with my wife, and myself and her were running it.
Okay. So you are still that you have a business by the side?
Yes. I had a business by the side. But when I moved finally to my place of assignment, my wife closed down her business and took the whole thing down to my place of assignment. And according to what they were telling us, is that.
Did you hear what he said now? When he was to now move finally, he now asked the wife to close down her own business and follow him. This is where everything now got messed up. He now asked the wife, since I'm going to, of course, husband and wife, you can't separate them. He wants to be together. Instead of him to say, hold your business, hold your church. I can't leave my family. He now say family should follow him. Why am I doing this? There is a letter that was given to one of their member, their pastor, who is on hospital bed as we are talking. This particular man was asked to step down and is not part of the church anymore because he's sick and he needed help. Sabaru mo sholo gboni wa sare. Oh yeah.
The church, building the church, growing the church should be our focus, nothing else. That any pastor that is found doing any other thing, blah blah blah, that means that pastor has no serious mind for the work. So you should be found only doing the work of God. And they said that they will be paying our wives some money since that where with the wife and our wife are following us with feed that they want to do the work of God. So I told my wife, okay, the wisdom is that we have closed down our business, but we should keep it aside and wait and watch whether what they said is going to be a reality. At a point, they started paying my wife 30,000 naira. Then after, they stopped. They've never given any reason why they stopped. So the salary they were giving me, which was 35,000 naira, was what we were using to feed ourselves.
Have you started the church by then? You have started the branch by then? Have you started the branch by then?
Yes, I started the branch from the grassroots.
So how much do you make monthly as offering and tithe? How much do you need to get monthly?
When we started, it's a village church. Our offering then was 1,500, 2,000. Wednesday, Sunday service. We're not starting newly, a grassroots church. We're remitting all the offering. They will tell you not to take anything. We'll remit everything. That is, at the end of the month, they will remove what they call recurrent
expenditures.
What do you call it?
Expenditures.
Yes, the money you use and be taking care of other
things. That's money
of
the church, yeah.
Yes, they'll calculate the money you've remitted to them for the whole month and take 10% and give you. Take 10% and give you as your they call it ROF.
Okay.
Recurrent operating fund. They'll give it to you. Yeah. Yes.
Recurrent operating
when
fund.
When the church started growing, we were remitting 10,000, remitting 13,000, remitting to the point that we started remitting 20,000, 30,000.
Every week?
Every week you make a remit.
So you got to a point you were making like 20,000 weekly?
Yes. Yes. If you don't remit, they will call you. They will call you and say, are you holding the church money? Before you know it, the team may get to the ears of your superior, they will start calling on you. So we remit it like that. And at the end of the day, they will not care whether you are feeding, they will not care whether you are buying clothes, your medical needs. Some of my pastor friends that started with me 2019, some of them are not alive. Some of them died. Some of them had accidents. Some of them died out of malnourishment, sicknesses. When we come to statements like this, some of us will be counting our losses. You will notice that this man that started is no more. It was just God that saved me and my wife, because my wife, when she gave back to our second child, the boy, she almost died. There was no. I told them everything about our medical needs. At the point of when we needed them, nobody was there. It was only me and my wife. Just only me and her.
So they don't even help when you have a medical financial issue.
Until we suffered. To the point that when they gave this letter of release, the pain I had, I could not hold it again. I said, after all these years, they have used me so much. Not even the state pastor said, Pastor, let us pay up the salary. They took part of my salary and told me that there's nothing they can do. That the order is from Goshen. There's nothing they can do.
Which one is Goshen? Which one is Goshen? Which one is Goshen?
It's the headquarters that Abiy was controlling before he retired in Abuja.
Oh, okay. Now the question is, the question I want to ask, from everything that you are saying now going on, and the way Abiy was retired, was he retired or chased away? What's your opinion?
Man, if I'm to give you my opinion, I will tell you that there is a lot of deep controversy and secret in winners that people don't know. As a pastor, I know that there are people that are fighting Abiy to leave, to take that seat. Not today. It's not today. It started a long time ago.
Why?
A long time. Because if you check, Abiy himself, personally, he is not someone that wants to sit and just be in winners for all the rest of his life. He has been looking on how to live. But in as much as he has that in mind, he wants to calm down so that it will not be too clear to those people that are fighting him.
But he said God did not ask him to start ministry, that he was not going to leave the church now.
He will not say it.
Okay.
He will not say it because they are already planning on how to push him out.
Okay.
So if he begins to make bold his statement from his heart, it will become a problem. Even his wife.
Okay. Yes, it's on.
Suffering and smiling. They're just wearing suits. There's a lot of pain in the heart of each pastor.
Even till now?
Unless the pastor is following them to do the same thing. The ones that want to remain serious and we suffered. Planning on how to push him out.
Okay.
So if encourage him to leave.
Who encouraged him to leave?
Abiy's wife.
Okay, the wife does not like him, like the way they are in that church.
Treating Abiy in winners, she does not like it. The woman has endured. That woman you see there has endured a long time. If not because of the way Abiy is, the wife would have told him to leave. He would have left since.
I know that she left at a point, then they went to bed and then she came back.
Exactly. Because she had problem with Oyedepo's wife and she had problem with Oyedepo at the same time.
Maybe the way they are treating her husband. Maybe because of the way they are treating her husband.
It's the way they treated Abiy. They treated him. And it is known well in winners that Abiy has been the one that has been making young pastors to be in winners. Because of the man used to come, Papa is not somebody that young pastors can approach. And there's a lot of politics in that place. A lot of politics that if you are not if you don't have somebody, you will not go anywhere.
Now, my other question to you, the way things are now, your papa is the only one that is rich in that church. What is your view? The way the other pastors are struggling, you say you are working for God. I mean, I was part of this kind of a thing before. Let's say we say we are working for God. At the end of the day, we find out that these people are the only ones that are rich. And they tell us that riches, anybody that wants to enter God's kingdom will not chase after riches.
Auntie, as I'm speaking to you now, I wish I can reverse time. I won't have entered winners, sincerely.
The time is not here.
It's like every other person are blind. They don't know what is going on. You know, the whole of winners now, there is no one pastor that will come out confidently and say, I have a book or I have a project, or I have this. If you open up and say so, they will say you have stolen. They will say you have done something.
You can't have a business outside the church, even till now.
If you have a business, it will not be known to your superior or to your fellow pastors. If you do that, they will trace it and say that you took it from the church. You took money from the church to fund your business.
So you have to live on that money.
And begin to tell somebody, say, that is the reason why some of them up here, if you tell them, say, Daddy, please, I need a means of how to take care of my family apart from my salary. If there is anything you can tell me, or if there is anything you can help me with, please, I will appreciate. Do we quote scriptures, nothing, they will not tell you anything. Because they know that the moment you know, it will become a time that they themselves will be answering questions from people and say, how far, how come? No, they will implicate you. They say you are not stealing and you are going to open business.
You mentioned something about if you could redeem the time. What do you mean by that?
What I mean is that I wouldn't have taken this step because most of my years I spent in winners. It was pain, stress. I was dealt with poverty. I have seen hunger to the point that even hunger myself becomes like a daily experience.
Wow.
It almost broke my marriage.
You didn't have children during that time, sir?
That time I never had children.
Good.
It was later. It was an opportunity which I knew if I never came into winners fully, if I ever had an opportunity, I would not be where I am now. It's because of, say, I was a winner. My state now. If not because of God, my state now. Some of my friends, some of my pastor friends, some of them ran away. They did not even announce that they are going. They will just take their family, pack their family, and they will not even tell anybody to leave. When people will just hear that the pastor is no more found in the environment, he has left his accommodation, he has gone. They will say you will not see him. So people looted the churches, took the chairs, took this and left, and said, this is my payment. I know of a pastor that took the money for accommodation they gave him to pay, and he left. He said that I cannot continue. This is my own payment for the suffering I suffered.
To at least to recover the time lost.
To recover the time lost.
But even at that time should be enough because you will have made a lot more than that if you are working and working secular job and probably doing your business, concentrating on your business, personal business.
Auntie, I cried to one of the organ winners. I can remember. I cried to him. I said, look I want to further my education. And this is the reason why. The man just acted as if he has listened to me. I never knew when me and this man became enemies. I cannot trace. But later I discovered that most of them, they don't want to be rubbing shoulder with you. If they are graduate, it's either they want you to be below their something because they feel that tomorrow, when they try to talk, you also will want to talk because promotion is to be by your educational levels and everything. So if they are transferring you, they feel that they will transfer you to a higher place, and then when you met them, you may be above that again. They may transfer you to a place like above that their place you left. So some of them, they don't support any pastor that is around them to further education, and they will even want to implicate you. You understand? So
what did they happen for church, even past what did they happen for office? Which kind of wickedness with that?
I said when that sister was speaking on that video, I was my heart, I was bitter. I said, what is eloquent? Nobody will understand.
Nobody will understand. There's somebody that has gone through it. I understand. I feel you.
Yeah. Nobody will understand. My letter release is still with me here. That very day they came to me, I was shocked. My wife said, what did you do?
That's what I want to ask. What did you do?
My wife asked me, said, did you do anything? I said, see you. I'm in the office. I'm answering them the question. They have not answered me. He said, okay, I should go here, go there. There is no place I cannot go. All what we were asking questions is what do we do? At the end of the day, okay, you say we should leave. I have no salary. I have no transport. Okay, state help me. State say they cannot help me. There's no money.
Just like that.
I made the state person say, okay, personally, I want you to help me so that I can take my family load back to Port Harcourt. At least from there, let me start putting my broken pieces together. What this man told me he would do. I thought he would give me the transport now, carry my load. At the end of the day, this man gave me 10,000 naira. Until this man gave me 10,000 naira, I wept when I left the office. I said, God, this is the way someone will serve and end.
Living in bondage for real.
Why do I even go this length? If there's any person that put hands to serve, I'm one of those people that serve.
Look, let me ask you a question. I don't know if it is the same thing like Redeem. When they ask you to be a pastor, is it you that volunteered or they will call you to be a pastor?
You already be a pastor that is serving in a station.
As a minister. Hello?
Did you hear? They still don't know. What I line a court in Benye. Thank you, Chijioke. I asked him, how do you become a pastor in Winners? Because in Redeem, you will first be a worker. From being a worker, they will prostrate. I say prostrate. They will promote you to minister. Then from minister, you can be from a minister to be a pastor, parish pastor. That's how they do it in Redeem. So I asked that, is it the same thing? He said it's almost the same thing when he explained. And I think, what I put that in here, cut off. Let me see.
That line went off. Your line went off. So my question, I said, were you the one that said you wanted to be a pastor, or because you are a minister, they just called you and said, go and be a pastor in this branch?
I'm a minister.
Okay.
I was serving in one of the winners'
branch. Okay.
So they brought me form and said, Pastor, fill this one. We want you to go into pastoral ministry. To go and
so they don't even allow you to go and think about it.
Huh?
They won't tell you to go and think about it.
No, they will say, Pastor, you already have the call in you. At least you know the administrative area of the church. You know how to. So
it is the same thing like Redeem. It's the same thing like Redeem too. Because once they see that you are a worker and you are zealous, you know how you have charisma, you can speak good English, they will, once you are a minister, they will just tell you that you have been called to be a pastor. That's what they do in Redeem too.
Yes.
It's the same thing then. So I hope you are picking your life together gradually, Sha.
Auntie, to be sincere with you, I had a conversation with my wife 1 week ago. And those
Kilo Shele.
That line went off.
Area of the church, you know how to be calling you. At least you know the administrative area of the church, you know how to.
So it is the same thing like Redeem. It's the same thing like Redeem too. Because once they see that you are a worker and you are zealous, you know how you have charisma, you can speak good English, they will, once you are a minister, they will just tell you that you have been called to be a pastor. That's what they do in Redeem too.
Yes.
It's the same thing then. So I hope you are picking your life together gradually, Sha.
Auntie, to be sincere with you, I had a conversation with my wife 1 week ago.
1 week ago,
Not pain in my heart. That is why I said open up, because after that video, I said I'll open up. I had a conversation with my wife. I said, look at this time now. If I ever knew that my level in terms of financial or everything would be like this, I would have made some step I took last time. I said, how can I explain this to my children? How can I explain this to you in terms of what you have gone through? I can't understand it. Say, the last place I want to run to now and ask for assistance is the church. Is that, as I'm talking to you now, as a pastor, I can't run to the church and say, help me. If I do it, it's going to be like as if you are an enemy. They will look at you in a different light now. So I don't have this mindset of telling stories. But when this issue became too obvious that this is the way Winners has gone, I lost faith in the leadership. I just hold on to my own faith, and I told God that from today, if I can't believe you, then let it be so. I don't need to believe any other person to know God. Can't believe any.
How about the business you were doing with your wife?
The thing weakened down. The thing went down. The thing went down. Went down.
Because you even changed location. If you had known, you should have left your wife there.
No, thing went down. It was later my wife said, I think you should have followed other pastors and go back to Port and continue.
Yes. And at least once you can be coming to the house, coming to see them maybe twice a month. Anyway, they've ruined a lot of lives. Imagine Abioye too after 40 years. I say, imagine Abioye too. Are you crying?
No, it's too much. My wife developed diabetes. That time she was in the village.
Yeah.
I developed diabetes. If not now, that God has now given her the strength and she's recovering. I knew what I saw. I almost lost my second son because of this experience.
Wow.
A lot of things.
Anyway, I feel you, because somebody like me too. I don't know if you heard about my story in Redeem. I don't know.
I've been following you, and I noticed that your experience has really spoken to my heart, that you have deep understanding about this.
Yeah, because people that have not gone through it, when you talk to them about this thing, they see you as enemy of God.
That is what
they will say you are bitter. But me, I don't care anymore. I don't care for them, whatever they say, because they themselves are not okay. They are not okay. They are not okay, but they don't know they are not okay. Because
they're not okay.
they don't, yes, they are not, but they don't know.
Don't promote you.
Yes, they don't know.
Don't
They think you are working, once you talk, you are talking about God, and, you know, but I don't care at this point. You know, somebody like you now can relate with you and say, if I had known, you know.
Don't turn your mentality against yourself. You don't know who you are, you will just be following them.
Yes.
No, it was painful.
Anyway, I hope you get your life back, because for this life, I don't see saying as smartness. 9% if you work out for this life to get edge. If not,
Yes,
people like them will not be used their smartness, Yahoo smartness on us to get very, very rich. They are even richer than the world president.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
So that smartness they use for us. Like there's some pastors that you said took their stuff and ran away. Those ones say smart. God is not coming to punish anybody for all that and all that. Now lie. Now lie, then they tell us.
God will not punish any of them.
Now lie.
Their pain alone, God will be angry with those that are putting this pain on those pastors.
Says who?
The pastors that ran away, they enjoy pain.
They have not done anything bad. They only try to find a way out. They didn't steal. How can somebody be using you? And you suddenly wake up, you see the person use you, no go carry what you feel carry wrong come out.
See, it's when they realize, when the scale fall off your eyes,
yes,
you will realize.
Yes.
I discussed with a pastor last year, he's 62. He spoke to me. He said, my son, you that left early, thank God for you. He said, we never left early. We were blinded by the razzmatazz of promotion, transfer, and this. But look at me now. He said, I'm regretting some things. I said, I'm being humiliated every day. He said, sometimes I sit down with my wife and I discuss on certain deep things with her. And we'll be talking and say, why? You know, he said, my son, go. Just go and help yourself. He said, all these things that you see some of them sitting here and there. He said, there's nothing there. He said, it's not winners. He said, I know. So all those suits, where they wear, they take do shakara, nothing for most of them. Nothing. If some of them see opportunity now, somebody open their eyes, see this opportunity, they will leave. They will leave. Because once you come in, they will make you feel as if this is the all and all. This is the all and all. You carry suit, you are a pastor, it's all and all. But in another way around, they are really using you to create a future for themselves. For themselves and their children. You see, as all the children, they don't get any other work. Now inside in place, then they work. And then they manage all the money where they don't collect from people over the years. And the children don't in charge now. It's so sad. Yes. It's very sad. My brother, let me confess something to you. Yeah. But please let your mind be at peace. I'm recording you.
I'm stopping
But I'm going to change your voice to a voice of a woman.
I have to stop it here. This is when I told him I was recording him, then we discussed some other things. So I'm stopping it there. Some people said, is it by force? Somebody said, is it by force? You can say that and you can blame the victim. You know why? If many people, a lot of people are quiet, they are not talking. Some people's cases are worse than this. There was a letter that was sent to me. The man is in hospital bed when he was giving letter of discharge. The letter is just dated this August. If people, the victims know better, if you are not yet a victim, you can castigate, you can blame, you can tell them they don't know what they are doing. If many today know that these people 20 years back, 30 years back, when they were just gaining ground, they were telling them what we were told when they start evangelizing and knocking on your door. Accept Jesus. Start going to a Bible-believing church. And the question we should have been asking then, when they were saying go to a Bible-believing church, we should have, if we were wiser and smarter then, we would have asked, is there any church that does not believe in Bible? What do they mean by a Bible-believing church? That was one of the slogans they used. And many people, they were even going to Orthodox churches. They left those Orthodox churches to follow them because they made them believe all those other churches are not doing the right thing. Once you join, the next thing they want to tell you is that join the workforce, work for God. That what is your usefulness in the house of God? We were dumb in those days. It is not this era of knowledge. I don't know the year many of you people joined them, but I can categorically tell you that in those days, you think you are working for God. And the zeal The energy and everything you put in those days, I don't know how it is today, can be better imagined. You will lock your business place. You will take time off work when there is a program. They will tell you, be a worker. Somebody said, my daddy died in silence. He was a pastor. My mom died serving as well. Chetigbo. And you talk on more. You can blame people for all you like. People join with one heart. They join with all honesty. Because we thought we were working for God. Now I know better. You go and join any church. You are not working for God. You are deceiving yourself. You are working for the owner of that church. The owner of that church is using you salary free. That is just it. You can be a usher for all you like. You can be a cleaner. You can decide to be a whatever else they be, protocol. You can decide to be a sweeper. You are only working for the owner of that church who does not want to pay salary to anybody. If all of you are working for God, why do they always decide to pay keyboardists? They pay keyboardists. They pay drummers. They pay guitarists. They pay guitarists, keyboardists, guitar, keyboardists, and instrumentalists. They pay them. Why are they paying those ones? Why are they paying those ones? They are paying those ones because there are not many. And they are very necessary. Without those instrumentalists, they cannot mesmerize their followers. Without the instrumentalists, they cannot hypnotize you. Without instrumentalists, they cannot get you. It's not because they are professional. It is because they are very few and they are needed to hypnotize. So they have to pay them. So they get other people free, cleaner free. In Obodo Oyinbo here, they pay cleaner to clean the church. But they get cleaners free of charge. In Obodo Oyinbo, nobody clean church free, sweep church free. Maybe Nigerian churches, African churches. But Oyinbo churches, they pay. Black American churches, they pay ministers. If you are ministering this Sunday, if they say it is your turn to minister, you are going to be paid. It is not free. It is the one I know, they pay them $200 for ministering. The administration may not take more than one hour, okay? Maybe 45 minutes or 30 minutes. It's $200 that person has to take for that day. It's not free. Because it is their time they are using. Now, we take it to one-man home churches. Somebody will gather millions of people. Ask you to go and start branches all over the place. Every penny you make, you don't touch it. You take it to them. It's a pyramid. The only person that enjoy is the person at the top. Now, so go back to your blame game for blaming the victims. If people know better, go and ask the likes of Abioye. If Abioye wants to be honest and truthful, God bless you. Somebody said they use music to make the music we love because they know we love to dance. God bless you. If Abioye can come out and say the truth. No, I said maybe 30 minutes, not for 1 hour. Oyinbo only preach for 1 hour. 30 minutes. If Abioye wants to be truthful, Abioye will tell you he regretted the time he spent in that place. A lot of people use their time, their life to serve one man who controls all the funds, who sits on all the funds that comes in. It is late, oh, like I keep telling people. It is late. Very, very late. They've made the money already. They've made the name. And you can blame the victims all you like. Maybe because you have not been caught in the web of hypnotism and brainwashing. It is hypnotism and brainwashing that will make somebody, they will say, God say, go and sell your house and sow it to the kingdom. And the person will do it. Power of hypnotism and brainwashing is very, very strong. If you are not caught in it, be thankful. But please don't blame the people that were caught in it. And this is one of the things, you heard that guy, after our discussion, further discussion, he said after everything, he does not even believe God exists. He said if God exists, God will not watch why some people are being this wicked and they are going scot-free. This guy was supposed to continue with his education when he was told to go and start a church. He said he just finished with his OND. So probably he was in maybe late 20s or early 30s. And they said he should go and start church. By the time he was realizing that he just went there to waste his life and time away, to start all over again, to go back to school wasn't that easy anymore for him. We had a lot of discussion, and I told him, I said, he should not give up. I know life is tough now. It's not how it used to be. I think one of these days we should even analyze this 48 clinic of powers. Yeah, people will continue to fall for them. Somebody said, to my surprise, some people are still falling for their gimmicks. Yes, they will still fall. You know, Nigerians know God pass. So they feel they have to go through pastors to know the God. So they will continue to see customers. You see how they are full. Their churches are still full. And the pastors are still smiling to the bank. And despite smiling to the bank, despite all their prayers and everything, the members are still crying a miloko up and down. So, 48 laws of power, thank you. One of these days, we should even look at that book and talk about it. You know, it is a brainwashing and hypnotism that would make a man tell his members, don't watch TV. That TV is the seat of devil. And the owners of TV did something where they take their money by. They went to throw it away. 40 years after, the man is telling them, he just told them. I posted the truth is truth. It's on my Facebook page. The video is on my Facebook page. Where he said, who told you to go and build church? I have it on my Facebook page. So, somebody said they will fall because they are lazy set of people. No, don't say that. Not everybody. When we were called to be a pastor, we thought we were working for God. My husband no resign, no. He no resign, no. Because even me no go gree am. Person wey just start in life go resign. Person wey don't, as young as he was then, he was already at the level of manager. He will come resign, say wetin happen. He won't suffer me and the children. Now me go shout in name for all over the world. So me I no go gree that kind of thing. Somebody said, my mom had cancer. She's a nurse. Pastor made her believe God will heal her. She didn't tell me. Oh. Somebody said, but you all believe in miracle. Which type of miracle? I don't believe in pastor's miracle. All this yeye miracle they say they are doing. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Wàhálà YouTube yín àbí TikTok yín yé pọ̀. Kí ló dé gan? Àti lo 1 hour nìyẹn o àbí? Okay, àti fẹ́ lo 1 hour. Abiola is very deeply hurt, of course. God will call. Auntie Yemisi, I have said this countless times. God is not calling any one of them. God is not calling any one of them. No pastor is called. They call themselves. At least I can say categorically. Ni Redeem o, pastors o, they will just nominate you. At least I know about Redeem o very well. They will call you, especially when you know how to dress. Then you are looking rich. They see that you are changing suits very well. What? You will be a pastor. It's easy. No calling anywhere. You can speak good English. You have that charisma to carry people along. They will first test you anytime you are in the church. You are doing, maybe you are in Sunday school. You know how to carry people along in conversation. Or you are in, you can coordinate people and you can dress. It's easy to be a pastor under these people. Instantly. Anointing today, they will go and anoint you and give you oil. Thank you, Tinuje Layode. It's very easy to be a pastor. Very, very easy. God no call any one of them. They call themselves. I say it again and again, greater heights. God did not call anybody. Níbo náà ti rí Ọlọ́run tó ti pè wọ́n. Mo ń bèrè ni o. Where God take call them? God called them with what just happened in Nigeria. Nobody saw it coming. God called them with what we just envisaged. I mean, what we just experienced as a people in that country. God called them and they no see say it go happen. Where waiting God take call them? How we take call them? Waiting be the language where you talk. Francis, yes, RCCG is the busiest place to become a pastor. Which language did God take call them? Ṣé na Igbo àbí Yoruba àbí na Hausa àbí na French? I dey ask the question you. Ṣé na French you take call them? Àbí Japanese? Àbí Chinese? Àbí Spanish? Àbí na Indian language? He take call them. God did not call anybody. Tell me how they take call them. Now in they call them, say they collect people money, abi. God call them. Then that God must be very wicked. Say they go collect people money to enrich themselves. Most of them just have this oratory talents. They know how to speak. They know how to talk. They know how to mesmerize with their speech. And once they can do that one, that's all. Which God called them? How will they call them? God called them and they cannot see and they cannot do anything. They don't have any shishi power. He called them for real, for real. Anybody at this dispensation believing that God is calling anybody, you better wake up. Wake up from your slumber. Wake up from your dream. So don't let them continue to deceive you. God did not call anybody. In the days of old, then they call anybody. Now they appoint people for church. Before Pentecostal starts. Now appoint. That is why till today in Catholic, now appointment. In Anglican, now appointment. In Methodist, Baptist, now by selection. Why be say now only Pentecostal? God, they call them. If God, okay, now that we see, say, okay, you say God called them, Abi, because we were blind in those days. We were uninformed. We were dummies. After God called them in those days, he still called their wife. Abi, he called Papa, he called Mama. Today now, in our children, they call. Now God called them. And they have set the pace. Any pastor where they go now, they are already setting up their children to take over. Now God call them. Abi? Go and look at how they all started. They were looking very hungry. The same people that are talking, I love that thing. The same people that are looking at the less privileged like a nobody. They too were looking like a Malumanjeri in those days. Now hunger, as all of them see, say, the likes of Kiloruko Bobo Imanji. Kiloruko man you. that man that was kí ló dé torúkọ máa yìí dẹ̀ ń sá lọ sábọ̀. Idahosa. When they say Idahosa chain, na long chain, and the man they make correct money, now then they begin follow Idahosa up and down to learn from him. God call them. Now under Idahosa, the likes of Orisheja for learn work. Waiting we see today. Now God call them. So God they call people to be thief. That's exactly what you are telling us. I agree. So God they call people. And you say that kind God, now he make me say I want to be, may I they call as my own God. The God will call people to be thief, to they collect people money, they lie. The year 2025 is your year of multiple blessing. All their prophecy, all their this thing, from January to December, till today, Nigerians are lamenting. The only people that are not lamenting, maybe the ones that are rich in Nigeria, even the rich people in Nigeria are lamenting. Maybe people who can't see way, escape, where they manage to escape. They are not lamenting. God call them. So you are still believing God call anybody. God call them. The same person, people where God call. Then they look people where they hungry. Then they take $500 million. They build church. God call them. God called them, Abi. He called them. He said, make them start school. Somebody says tonight's topic is God called them. God called them. He called them. He said, make them establish school where their members contribute and they cannot afford. God called them. He called them. He still can't tell them, say, make them increase the school fees. God called God called them. He called them. He can't say as the money boku finish. Now to they buy limousine. Buy a Rolls Royce. Hey, you people are distracting me with this filler. Oh, thank you. He called them. He called them. God called them. I hear you. He called. Hey, you. Oh, the Pamilori TikTok. Somebody said the title is God called them. Talo for one topic here, God called them. Awalata, you are the one. You are the one giving me heart. Talo for one topic here, God called them is the topic tonight. You see? Eyara peji eti mara gbogbo wa ti mara po. Gaji ti mara àti ya tara wa lórí page. Àwọn ọmọ ọ̀tá àgbàlagbà ló kórí page mi yìí. God called them. He called them. So God called them. Say maybe they cheat people, Abi. He called them. He called them. Alaji gidi kọ nìyẹn. Ta ló fún mi fìlà. He called them. He called them. Made them they prophesy, they lie. He called them. Made them they meddle with the politician. He called them. Made them they give us false hope. Now God called them. He really called them. He called them. Made them they told us to sow seed. Your tomorrow will be better. Sow 1,000. Hey, favorite cap. Sow 1,000 seed for the years you have sent or spent on heart. Now God called them. Say make we they pay for the years we spend on heart. And he called them. As he called them, people when they pray, they are doing better than than we will pray. Abi? Any mosque they pray. Alaji Agadi, thank you, Gary. Any mosque, they pray. God called them. God don't call the likes of any mosque. Now then God call. Maybe people they saw them so seed into their life. God called them. He called them. Somebody said. Somebody said. Somebody said our latest song is God called them. Abi, God call them. No, they are big man. First over, you God call them. God call them. God will call you. No. God call. Now God they call them back. God called them. He called them to be destroying people's lives, to build their own. Which kind God they call that kind? Which kind you call be that one? G for life. I see you. Orogo. I don't think you my Lord do me. God call them. God called them. Somebody said God called them to rob us. God called them to rob us. God called them to use our life to build their own life. Now God called them. God called them. Say after we don't use our life for them finish. If I see you. After he called them finish. Why will they sweep? Their children they sleep inside. Now God called them. God called them. The money where we contribute, then take and train their children for abroad. Now God call them. Now come. We not argue. Somebody said, people that hear calls have schizophrenia. It is a real disease. Oh, those ones are smart. They know what they are doing. And we will treat that 48 laws of power one of these days. I can point here, Jade. And see, you know, repage. Yes, I call them. Walk back. Then scam us. Then scam us. So honestly, truth be told, then scam us. Auntie Adetutu. Don't give me name, oh. Auntie Adetutu say my name is now God call them. How can my name be God call them? Auntie Adetutu's name is now God call them. I should not go. Auntie Adetutu, your name is now God call them. Money God on TikTok. Yara TikTok. Could understand TikTok, but I do God's grace, he said my name is alias God called them. Hey, what for me motto? TikTok, but I can see some things. It will be.